All right, big day here at the Final Four, the Friday before the semifinal games. Always a busy day. The Spartans practice today at the Dome. In fact, all four teams practice at Lucas Oil Stadium. A pep rally tonight. You heard from Sherry Jones earlier in this newscast about that. And at that pep rally, I caught up with MSU's biggest fan, President Luana K. Simon. Gather and engage is Mark Hollis's big MO, and that's what they're doing here too, isn't it?
They are. It's pretty extraordinary. I just wish that Mark could have driven that race car in. It's still parked at Monument Circle. I was giving him a hard time about that.
Only he would do that, huh?
Well, you know, they had one for every team, so.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah, there's one for every team, and so he got to be with ours when we met the team.
Just address for me once more about the leader that Tom Izzo is for this school.
You know, he's fundamentally a leader teacher. Who's also a coach. People feel good about being a part of Michigan State because of him.
Just between us, if he wins another one, you won't have enough money to pay him.
We'll be okay.
And there's one of the Indy cars right in front of me that Mark Hollis rode into town in. I guess, as the president said, all of the teams got at least one of those Indy cars. All right, Audrey Dahlgren's standing by. She was at the Spartans practice today, and she has more on the highly motivated team to win one for the coach. Audrey?
Fred, Tom Izzo is 1-8 all-time against Duke and Mike Krzyzewski, and the players today said that their main motivation is the fact that Tom Izzo has talked about how he wants to break this streak come tomorrow night. Now, the players say that they are also motivated for this matchup because not a single member on this year's roster has beaten Duke in their tenure.
That's big motivation because that many losses to, I mean, they're a great team, though, and they have great history, but we fear no one.
I mean, he's talked about it a couple times. I don't think he's happy, having a losing record to him. But I mean, I think we just got to go out and do the same thing we've always done, since the beginning of the season.
Really, all this coach has been talking about, his record against Duke, and we're kind of, still, upset about how we lost to him, in the beginning of the season. We had some opportunities to beat him, and we didn't take them, take the chances, and we're very excited and very anxious to play them.
The Spartans say the winning formula to getting past Duke is limiting turnovers because the last time the Spartans faced Duke in Indianapolis, they forced 13 turnovers that turned into 24 points, which Tom Izzo likes to say, turnovers for touchdowns. Fred, back to you.
All right, Audrey, I'm sure all the players would like to win one for their coach, and probably the coach would too, of course. All right, much more coming up later in the show. We'll chat with 2005 Spartan team member Chris Hill, who went to the Final Four with Tom Izzo. That and much more coming up later in this show. For now, from Indianapolis with Audrey Dahlgren, I'm Fred Human, 6 Sports. All right, back we are here in Indianapolis, site of the Final Four, one of the scenic happening places and one of the landmarks here in downtown Indy. Audrey Dahlgren's our happening girl, and Audrey, you caught up with 2 parents at the Spartans practice today that are 2 of the proudest parents in the Final Four.
That's right. Travis Trice's parents have a lot to be excited about, especially with Michigan State's recent run to the Final Four. It's been an up and down journey for both Travis Trice and Michigan State's basketball team, but they say they're just elated to be a part of this magical run.
This is what everybody dreams of as a player and as a coach, and especially as a dad when you have a son that's out there, performing. So the atmosphere is unbelievable. Our kids came in and they got this is a practice, and it's just packed. So it's a once in a lifetime kind of dream.
What about you, Mom?
This is crazy. I never doubted, not one time, that this team was going to make it here this weekend. Hashtag Indy 2015 has been there, as well as hashtag Watch God Work, and that's exactly what's happened over the course of the entire season.
At one point in the season, Tom Izzo even said that they didn't know if Travis Trice would even be alive at this point a couple of years ago. So it definitely is a blessed feeling for him. He's always wanted to get to a Final Four, and now he's here.
Magical story and magical parents. Thanks for sharing that, Audrey. All right, caught up with another guy at practice today who's a happening guy. He's MSU's longtime band director, John Madden, who's playing the tunes all the time with this Spartan team, and even louder here at the Final Four. I know Coach Izzo appreciates when the band is here. I mean, that adds to the game.
Listen, you guys should see, we come home on those charter flights, and after those games, Tom comes to the back of the plane where the band is sitting, and he talks to him for 5 minutes. Thanks for what you guys do. I mean, it's sincere. So we all know that about Tom Izzo, but the kids feel it, and they'll take a bullet for the guy.
All right, that's the story here from Indianapolis. The games are tomorrow. Michigan State plays at 6:09 in Indianapolis. For Audrey Dahlgren, I'm Fred Heumann, 6 Sports.